basically, the purpose of this call is to give you a walk through the website. We have a lot of new people. Benny, even though you've been with us for more than 6 months, Carolina around 4, Mariam just joined, Anna P, Anna V. Anna V is not going to join, right? She is still, I guess, on vacation. It's her last day. But a lot of people, a lot of new people. I just wanted to walk you through the website so we kind of learn together about the website. It's a lot of legacy. We've been kind of working on this website for 7 years. It's a lot of logic. So we're gonna have maybe 4 or 5, if we need 6, 7 calls to give you the overview of the website. There will be a rebrand in 2021. So for you, it's very crucial to understand all the ins and outs of the website, right? And I'm gonna try to like walk you through the most important parts of the website so you understand the logic, why we'll build this it this way, and just gonna show you around, right? The goal is for you to learn about the website. So when we design new features, we understand like the complexity, and we all understand like how to build things, all the corner cases, all the different user statuses, stuff like that. So today, I think we're just gonna start at the beginning, like Sandberg.com and how we acquire customers. So everything starts at Sandberg.com. And right now, we have this page, Sandberg.com. Oh, let me see. I'm gonna move things around so we want to see your faces. You guys see my screen, right?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, 1 second. Start sharing.
Yeah, now we do.
All right. So everything starts here at Sandberg.com. And I'm going to walk you through our desktop version. But again, most of the traffic comes from mobile devices. Actually, around 90% of our traffic comes from mobile. The biggest source of traffic is Facebook and Instagram. And the way they show our website is different because Facebook and Instagram, they have their own built-in browsers, right? So when you click on the link, you see our website in their browser. It's not Safari, it's not Chrome, right? It's their built-in browser. So the experience can be very different. So when we work on the website, one of the things that you guys have to consider is maybe to check it in Facebook browser or Instagram browser, because in the past we had issues with their browsers. They are different. It's not Safari. Like if it works in Safari, it doesn't mean it's gonna work in Facebook browser. So that's very important. But I'm gonna give you an overview of our desktop version. In most cases, it replicates our mobile experience, but there are differences. Also, an important note about our website. So the website is not really responsive right now. We have desktop version and we have mobile version. It's not that when you kind of expand or extract the website, everything collapses and changes the order, right? It's just the website is so complex and we have like unique features like queue. In many cases, we just decided that it's better to build a mobile version. It's kind of similar, but it's different, right? And in many cases, when we design our website, we also design desktop version and mobile version. Some companies choose to have a responsive website. So they have to think how things collapse, how blocks collapse when you expand or narrow down the website. It's not the case for us. In most cases, we just build a mobile version, right? So everything starts here. Traffic goes to Sandberg.com, organic, Facebook advertising, Instagram advertising. Most people go to this page. And by default, we give 25% discount. And actually, there is a timer on this page. It's a little trick. It says that you only have 20 minutes, but you see here, we don't have this timer because it's cookie based. If you clean up your cookies, you're gonna see this screen again, or if you open it in your incognito window, you're gonna see it again. It's just a trick. It works really well. Historically, we did a lot of A/B testing. The timer increases conversion. That's why we still have it. If your time runs out, you're gonna still get a discount. So we don't have any guardrails right now. Question? Cruel. Yeah. So times runs out, you're gonna still get a discount. It's 25%. We give 25% discount to everybody, right? And when the timer goes off, it just gives you 25% discount. Most people, another interesting thing to consider, again, once we're gonna work on the rebrand, right now, all people, men and women, go to sandbird.com, and sandbird.com by default is for women, right? So you have to switch to men's version if you are a guy. But when we drive traffic to sandbird.com, like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and we can target men specifically, we send them to this page specifically, right? So you don't go to women if you're a guy, oops, what did I just do? I messed everything up, okay. If you're a guy, you're gonna land on the men's website only if we target men specifically, right? Another thing that you can see here, we have a button here at the top. On the mobile version, there is no button. Everybody who joins the company in the beginning as a product manager, everybody proposes to put the button at the top for mobile version because it's at the top, it's the most clickable space. We did a lot of testing, and Anpi is laughing because we did some testing. Because when Kate joined the company, she's like, we have to put this button at the top. And then, okay, I'm like, let's do this test one more time. We put the button at the top. The problem is that our product is so complex. If people don't learn about the product, like the brands that we have and the size and the number of perfumes that they get, and they click this button too earlier, they're not gonna subscribe. Conversion rate drops. For desktop version, we proved that this doesn't affect because we still how it works here, and it's kind of visible, so people check how it works and they click on the button. But for mobile version, there is no button at the top. And again, this is what I mean by mobile version, right? So we have mobile version and we have desktop version. They are a little bit different. And then we tell about how it works, logos. And another thing that Anna P and Kate came up with a really cool feature that increased our conversion rate by 10%. If you are a man and you came to this page and you're still interested and you don't see this thing, right, man tab, you can still scroll down. And if you scroll down to the level of perfumes, you are on the women's website. So you see perfumes here. As a guy, I'm like, where's colognes? The colognes are here, right? So you can switch between tabs. And this is very important for guys to be available to add colognes on the women version of the website. Again, because sandbird.com right now, very feminine, right? And then you can add perfumes to your queue and click on continue button, right? So this is kind of the first experience with Sandbird. You click on continue button. Oops, I'm sorry, I have to clean up my cookies, but I'm gonna open a new screen. Oh, let's say you choose your fragrance. We're gonna scroll down and you're gonna add perfume to your queue. Click on continue. And then you have to create an account, all right? You have to switch between men and women. We have to know your gender. In this world where people don't want to identify as men and women, we still have to ask their gender or the perfumes they gravitate to, because we have a perfume of the month. And it's very unique for us. And we are happy to get rid of gender. It's just, we still have to identify whether you want to get perfume of the month or cologne of the month. If your queue is empty, and we know that you gravitate to colognes, you're going to get the cologne of the month. If your queue is empty and you gravitate into female perfumes, you're going to get a perfume of the month. So it's very important to know why we choose, ask for the gender. And actually, before, we had men and women as little radio buttons. And when we replaced with this cute icons, our conversion into sign up increased by 15%. So these icons really work. And then you have to enter email, for example. I'm going to use Mariam at gmail.com. You have to enter at least 6 symbols here, because we had just a couple of months ago, Mariam, we had the hack attack, and hackers stole the emails of our customers. And right now we're going through the audit and changing a lot of policies. And people used to enter 3-digit or 3-character passwords. It was easy to hack them if they enter 1, 2, 3. Right now it's 3 at least. And then we also tell you if your password is strong or weak. All right, another comment. Okay. And then we have multiple options. You can sign up with Facebook, sign up with Google. For some reason, oh, right, because I'm in incognito, it doesn't work in incognito, or Apple sign up. Right now, we put Apple sign up here because Apple Store requires Apple sign up in all apps. If you don't have Apple sign up in your app in Apple Store, they just block you right away, right? So you must have Apple sign up. And we put it here just because people who sign up in the mobile app first, they can actually log in on our web version as well. Most people sign up with the email address still. Oh, somebody already registered this email. That's interesting. np@gmail.com. And then we have our payment page. On the payment page, we show the product itself, right? It's the vial. So all people have to know that they are gonna get this product. This is super important, because before that on the website, you saw that we show full-size bottles. Some people can get confused that we send them a full-size bottle, but at the end they receive this, so they can be pissed off and confused. So that's why we show it here. It's big. Underneath, we show you the first perfume that you're gonna get. So again, because it's subscription and it's not a regular subscription, then you just get a surprise every month. We want, you choose, right? And if you choose many perfumes, let's say 6, we want to tell you that this perfume will arrive first from your list. And this is important. And after you subscribe, you can change the order, right? And again, we did some testing, and this version performs better because people understand what they're going to get first. And then just regular fields like the price of the perfume. Shipping is always free for subscription, right? All subscription orders are free all the time. And e-commerce is free. Shipping is free if you spend more than $50, right? We have this policy. And then tax, and you can also enter a coupon code. Let's just create like a test subscription. And I guess I'm gonna use my PayPal. Yeah, I'm in incognito, so. Right now, around 20% of our customers choose PayPal as a payment service. So it's a lot. A lot of people use PayPal right now. And around 5% use Amazon Pay. Only around 5%. And we used to have Apple Pay, but Vindice had some issues with Apple Pay. And we're gonna implement Apple Pay once we finish with Recurely integration, because Recurely has support of Apple Pay. But before that, we had around 5% using Apple Pay on Sandbird. And it was almost 2 years ago. So yeah, having Express checkout is super helpful, actually. Okay, this is what happens after you subscribe. After you subscribe, we send you to the thank you page. And we just tell you that the confirmation email has to be sent to your email address. What's next? So this is important to understand for you all, guys. We have a 12-hour window when you can change your queue, right? Because again, you subscribe, you put some perfumes in your queue, or maybe you skip it altogether and you just subscribe with an empty queue. In this case, before we ship your first product, you have a 12 hours period when you can update your queue or you can put something in your queue. So we have this timer here. When you design, like for example, a new page for a person who just subscribed, you have to remember that we have this 12 hours cut-off period. There was time in the past, maybe 4 years ago, when we didn't have this timer and people were confused. They were complaining, and actually we were freezing their queue right away, right? Without giving them 12 hours. Look, okay, we charge you and this is what you're gonna get. And then people go to customer support and complain or ask to change their queue or add something to the queue. We're like, okay, lesson learned. What can we do? Then we did 24 hours first. 24 hours was too much because at the same time, people wanted to get their perfume as soon as possible, right? And here you kind of lock that, like they have to wait for another day to get their perfume. So that's why we narrow it to 12 hours, because some people subscribe during the night. Some people subscribe at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., right? So they kind of subscribe on Instagram and they don't have time to change their queue. They want to just go to sleep and then they wake up and they want to change their queue, right? So that's why we kind of give them this period so they can have some time to play around and pick their first perfume. Oh, thank you, Carolina. Yeah, so timer is important. There were a lot of brainstorms in the past around whether we should show this timer for people who already have something in the queue, or the wording has to change, because right now you saw that I had Rebecca Minkoff in my queue, and we tell you now, me, what's next? Add product in the next 12 hours to lock in everything you want to try in the upcoming months. So people may think that, oh, but I just added some perfumes to my queue like on the previous step, and I still have 12 hours. So for some people, it can be confusing. I don't see how it is. Maybe the copy can change, but we had a lot of brainstorms around this message with Kate, but we decided to keep the timer for now because we couldn't figure out like a better way to show it. And I know that, for example, gift subscription, we are trying to get rid of this page. But for gift subscription, we don't have 12 hours period. But in case we work on this same logic, but for the regular subscription, and if we send them to the main page instead of thank you page, we should remember that we have this timer, right? And this is important for designers and product managers. Another interesting thing that we have here on the thank you page, and it's kind of super weird because here we ask people to upgrade. So you basically, you just subscribed, you just pay $14.95, and we tell you, oh, by the way, you can also get 2 products a month or 3 products a month, right? So like, okay, that's kind of maybe weird, but we did a test and we actually spent a lot of time testing this because we used to have this offer before they subscribe. So you choose your perfume, you go to sunbird.com, you choose your first perfume, and then we ask you like what kind of plan you want. You want 1 perfume a month, 2 or 3, and then you sign up and then you pay. Conversion rate was so tiny. Like people were just picking 1 perfume a month, right? So they're like, okay, I'm not ready to pay for some reason, right? I just want 1. And conversion was really small. And I don't remember who came up with this idea to put this on the thank you page, but when we put it on the thank you page, our conversion to upgrades skyrocketed, right? So many people are choosing to upgrade right now. I think it's #1 place where people upgrade on the website right now. So you just subscribe, you upgrade right away, and you kind of get 2 perfumes of the month instead of 1. So I'm not gonna upgrade here, but there is a discount, 16, 22% discount if you choose 2 or 3 products a month. We also ask you like the origin or like the place where you found out about Sunbird. This helps our marketers to kind of understand the source of traffic, and it helps them with attribution. And then you go to the catalog. Go to the catalog. It's actually can be tricky because what I notice can be tricky for our Russian team, because catalog, as I understand, is not something that people in the US use, right? So Benny was trying to use like gallery or product feed or like whatever, shop, go to shop, not catalog. We have to get rid of this word because it seems like people in the US don't get this catalog thing. Same with the queue, because queue, I think it's more like English word, like British English, right? Not American English. People don't usually use queue in the US. But we still use it because cannot come up with something better. And then you go to the catalog. So, and now right away you see this try 2 or 3 fragrances a month. The logic actually was different for this pop-up, but now for some reason it pops up right away after you go to the catalog. We have to change this logic. It should not be like that. But you can upgrade. And we actually, because we've been running this for almost 2 weeks, we should also look at analytics and see how many people upgrade, because maybe a lot of people actually upgrade and it's a good place. I don't know. But the idea for this pop-up was to show it every time you add 3 or 4 perfumes in your queue and you are on the 1 product a month subscription. So I'm just going to close it for now. But for example, if you add 1, 2, 3, we show you this pop-up. You add 1, 2, 3, we show you this pop-up. So we kind of always remind you about this plans that we have. So I just subscribed and I have 12 hours to update my queue. Also, I know that you guys are working right now on this flash sale banner, whatever, like gift subscription banner. You see there is one more. And this banner is for people who just subscribed. It's going to be present on the website for 12 hours. So when you create a task, you have to remember that there is this banner and we have to keep it. We cannot just replace it with flash sale, toss in, and gift subscription. So that's important. You have 11 hours. And then what we show here. So we still have some COVID thing going on. So we have this message here that tells you about the COVID situation and how we do different kinds of precautions, how we kind of clean up the warehouse every like 12 hours and stuff like that. So our customers are safe. So this is what we do. And like we can see here, like all the things that we do for COVID. Sanitizing protocol, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm gonna close it for now. And then we have upcoming shipments. So imagine that you're a person who just subscribed. Oh, and actually, this looks like a bug. I'm sorry. So I just reloaded the page and we replaced this 11 hours with a free cologne banner. And maybe we are not even going to show this banner again. Okay, so I'm also learning something because this logic is super old. It seems like we decided to show this 11 hours only in the beginning, but if you go to any other page, it replaces with another banner, free cologne. And then if you close this free cologne banner, we're not gonna show it again unless I think you have to clean your cookies to see it again. So here we show you upcoming shipments. People were asking for this. And another reason why we put it here, just for people to check their shipping address. There were some instances, and we still have around 1,000 people who subscribe. They go to this page, they see their shipping address, and they decide to edit their address. So people do all kinds of mistakes on their shipping address. So this block is very helpful because it allows them to change it after they subscribed, right? A lot of people change their shipping address even after they subscribe. Here we have,
May I ask?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, can I ask you a question? Is it for real that they have only 11 hours, 59 minutes to change the fragrance? So it's true, it's not like the call to action.
Yeah, after that, the queue is going to be frozen. Yeah,
Okay,
there will be
fair.
a queue freeze. Right now, if you go to the queue, it's a good question. Right now, if you go to the queue, you can change it, right? I can change. I can receive Rebecca Minkoff or Oscar de la Renta. But after 12 hours, I won't be able to change it. It's going to be frozen and it's not going to be, you are not going to be able to move it, right?
So how often do you have issues when clients like call you or write you letters to the customer support to cancel or reschedule or put some new fragrances? So is it clear for customer? I'm a new person here. For me, it's not clear that I really would never have any opportunity to change the fragrance. Never again.
Not never again, but only for this month, right? So only for October. So you have 11 hours to update your October queue, right? Everything else, November, December.
Oh, yes, I see. So to other, I can change.
Yeah. These guys, after 11 hours, you're going to be able to change, but not this one, right? For example, maybe another thing that we can do, we don't want to come up with a lot of ideas here, but like the timer can be here. right, on this cell and like show in 11 hours until it's frozen. So can solve the issue, right, of because you just got confused, right? And then this page is basically the page that has to be updated all the time. So it has to be fresh. It's like the storefront, right? Like people do window shopping and they come every month to this place and they look at new fragrances, they see new notes. These notes have to match the season, ideally. Here we have make most of December. Here we have a collection of all the offers we have right now. Like you can refer a friend and get the free perfume. You can take a quiz. We have a case subscription. You can also upgrade to 2 or 3 products a month, and you can also buy your queue. So it's just a landing page for different offers that we have on the website. Bestsellers, collections also have to be updated on like a monthly basis. Right now, this page is updated on a monthly basis, only bestsellers and new fine fragrances, basically new arrivals. Collections, last time we updated maybe 4-6 months ago. We didn't have a merchandiser. Now we have Paola. She just joined like around a month ago. So she's going to be responsible for the website update, this page and other pages where we have to keep our content fresh, right? And at the bottom, you can also upgrade, right? So we have multiple places where you can upgrade. But because this one is very low at the bottom, not many people choose this one to upgrade, right? So this is kind of the first experience for a new customer. So I just subscribed, I have 12 hours to subscribe. And then your discovery process starts. And there are many places where you can go, right? The most common place for people is to just go to the product page. We just launched a new product page, right? So it's live, it's here already. Yesterday, it was a different page, now it's a new one. We have.
I'm sorry, I have a question.
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
sorry. I'm sorry for disturbing you, but I really need to understand it clear.
Yeah.
Do you say the history of views, like what the customer have seen before when I'm going back to my queue, to my profile? I don't remember maybe the fragrances that I liked last time. Do we have this space?
Yeah, so we have a history. So let's say you've been a 12-month subscriber already, right? You received 12 perfumes, and then you have your queue pre-filled for the next 3 years. In the profile here, you can see your history. You have to go to manage subscription and order history subscription. And there will be a list of your 12 perfumes that you received in the past. Right now, we don't have favorites, for example, or like liked perfumes or recently browsed. We don't have this functionality, if you're asking about that. Yeah. So you subscribe and you start looking at different things. You usually go to product page. Important thing to know about the product page. So if you are an active subscriber, you have this button, add to queue. So you can add any perfume to your queue. Also, we have one-time purchase. It's same vial, just for $16.95 a la carte. So you can buy it if you have a subscription, or you can buy it if you don't have a subscription, $16.95. We have only one perfume right now that has a full bottle. So you can buy a full bottle as well. It's our brand, Confessions of a Rebel. There will be more in the future, and Kate is working on a landing page for a special offer for the full-size bottle. But right now, we have multiple options. So if you're a subscriber and you have a subscription, you can add it to your queue. If you want to buy it a la carte and you don't want to wait, like, because if you buy it a la carte, we're going to ship you out We're gonna ship it out in 5 days. You can add it to your cart, and then you can continue shopping. And you can also add a full-size product to your cart and continue shopping. If you have more than $50 in your cart, your shipping is free. So if you have less, we're gonna tell you that you have to add $33 more and get the free shipping, right? So that's our payment product page. You can always look at the product page. It's always changing, right? Right now, Kate and Anna V did a great job designing a new product page. It looks really beautiful. There are many different ways you can browse, like have additional tools to browse. For example, you can see more perfume, Mandarin perfumes. You can also see people who like Get a Room. They may also like this perfume, similar perfumes. We have ratings, right? People, when they write a review, they can rate the perfume a certain way. They can tell that it's woody. Some people think it's citrusy, right? So, but the more people vote, like the more you kind of understand that most people gravitate into date night perfume. Ratings and reviews. So as a person who is browsing, right, I just subscribed and maybe I don't know much about perfumes. The most important thing for me is perfume description. So we did a lot of surveys and people tell that the most important thing about the perfume is a description. So it's at the top, it has to be visible. People want to know the description. Then they look at the rating and they start reading reviews about these perfumes. They really care about notes as well because they have to shop online. And many people, they haven't tried this compression to separable perfume. There is no way you can try it somewhere. We actually have it right now in Bloomingdale's, but most people don't know that it's in Bloomingdale's, or people don't have access to Bloomingdale's. So we have to give them as much guidance as possible. And people right now read descriptions, look at the notes, because at least gives them some understanding what this perfume may smell like. They look at the ratings, so they kind of understand that this is woody, and maybe I hate woody perfumes, so I just want to skip this perfume in this case. And they also read reviews, obviously. And the higher the reviews, the more people try this perfume. Actually, this page looks very beautiful. Another thing that people visit all the time is your queue, basically. It's one of the most visited pages on the website. Right now, kind of you can change your queue, and we just redesigned it actually because we launched a new queue 2 months ago. Right now, you change the queue, you can remove perfumes from your queue. And we also have some additional offers in the queue. You can upgrade your subscription one more time. You can buy your queue. We're gonna check all these additional features during the next call. And you can basically manage your fragrances. That's kind of the default state of this banner. And we also have a case subscription. So right now, when you subscribe, you're gonna get one perfume case. Looks like this. If you are a girl and if you are a boy, you're gonna get a black case. Cannot find it, but this is what you're gonna get, right? And the next months, you're gonna get only the vial, right? So you have to keep your case and you're gonna have a collection of vials. And the vial, it comes in a paper box, paper tube, right? You take it out of the tube and then you replace it, and you may have multiple perfumes, right? So you kind of switch. But we give you just one case. If you want more cases, you can subscribe to a case subscription, right? And you're gonna get a new color case every month. And that's kind of program that we have. And right now, this program brings us around $150,000 in revenue monthly. So a lot of people, it's basically around 15,000 people who get a perfume of the month case, case of the month on a monthly basis. Talking about upgrades, actually another interesting thing. Again, we're trying to promote upgrades as much as possible because these people have so much higher lifetime value. It's 2 times higher than a regular monthly subscription. Regular monthly subscription is around $36, 12 months lifetime value. These guys bring us around $74. So we want to upgrade as many people as possible to 2 or 3 products a month plans. And we have multiple places where we do this. And Benny and Carolina are working on one of them right now. Right now, we have around 20% of our customers on different plans. We call them multi-line plans. Right, so it's a lot of people already, but the more, the better. But right now, it's around 20% of our customers who receive 2 or 3 products a month. And then, of course, for people, subscribers, it's really important to know their tracking number. People are obsessed about their tracking information, right? The moment you charge them, they want to know when it's going to be shipped, right? So I just subscribed and my delivery status is not available yet, tracking number not available yet, but you can see when you can get your package. So we kind of explain our SLAs that it's going to take 10 days to receive your product worst case. Most people are going to get it much faster, right? And then we also have 12 hours period, cutoff period. People visit this page all the time, right? So I think it's even more visited than the queue page. And because it's such a popular place, it's another great place where we can do some upsells and promotions. Here we have collections and recommended for you. Yeah, so kind of whatever we put here will get a lot of eyeballs. But this page is very visited. And on this page, we only show you your upcoming shipment. So there are many things that you can do on the website after you subscribe. The most important, I guess, after you subscribe, you probably want to learn about all the brands that we carry, right? Because you saw on the website where we have like Gucci, Prada, Versace, and you can be curious, oh, okay, but what else do they sell? And we have this page where you see the list of all the perfumes that we carry. And you can kind of browse, scroll down and see all the perfumes that we have. And for each perfume, we have a brand page where we tell about the brand and we show all the perfumes and all the colognes that we have for this brand. For example, here we have colognes and perfumes. And also we have unisex category. So if we have unisex perfume, there will be a third category that kind of combines colognes and perfumes. So a lot of people use this page right now. And then fragrances. So people came for a perfume subscription. You may see that we have makeup, skincare, wellness, personal care, and candles. But it was a big test in 2019. We did a lot of testing. We did add a lot of skincare, wellness, personal care products, makeup on the website, but this experiment failed. Only 3% of our customers were adding these beauty categories to their queues, right? Even though we had really good brands available, right? So people come for perfume. They are not really interested in makeup, skincare, or wellness products. We still have some makeup and wellness products, but our goal is to sell them out by the end of the year. So we do a lot of promotions right now. We're going to do a lot of flash sales for the holidays. So we want to get rid of them as fast as possible. So right now we're only focused on fragrance. And maybe we're going to keep some of our brands like Deco Scarlet, Good Habit, but it's going to be kind of hidden. It's not going to be so prominent on the website. And we also have a little bit of history, maybe for Marianne and Caroline and Benny. We used to create a lot of our own private labels. So we had body creams, lotions, shampoos, stuff like that. A lot of things under our Sunbird brand. But people, again, because people came for perfume, they're not really interested in these categories. We still have some sales, but they are tiny. Very little sales, candles, even though the quality is really good, people are just not interested in this. When we launched Confessions of a Rebel, it was a big hit because right now Confessions of a Rebel is in the top 5 perfumes on the website that people add to their queues. And that's insane because we kind of compete with Versace, Prada, Gucci, and people still choose Confessions of a Rebel, even though we don't do any advertising right now on the Sunbird platform. We just launched this perfume. We send it as perfume of the month. And right now we have around 10 to 15,000 add to queues just for Confessions of a Rebel. So that's why we decided that we're going to get rid of these categories and we're just going to focus on perfume, and we're going to launch our own perfume lines. We launched Confessions of a Rebel. We launched Sanctuary. We are working on perfume for Deco Scarlet. We are working on perfume for Good Habit. So we already have these brands and we decided that it's better to play fragrance game for now, right? And then we still have 10 minutes, so I'm gonna show you this page. So this is one of the most important pages on the website. So it's basically where most of the browsing and exploring happen right now. So we launched Sunbird in 2013, and basically the first version of the website looked something like this page, right? This was Sunbird in 2013. You go to sunbird.com and you see only this with some explanation. Sunbird is a perfume discovery, blah, blah, blah. We help you to find your next favorite perfume. And then we just had the list of tabs, and people would click on different like tags, and we send them recommendations to their emails. And people were so excited about recommendations, and they send us good reviews, and they told us that they bought a full bottle in Sephora. They're so happy. We decided that this is what we're gonna build. So it's gonna be like a service that helps people to discover their next favorite perfume online, like, right? And that's why we have this unique, we call it smart search. It's pretty unique because if you look at other websites like Sephora's and Macy's, they don't have this kind of search, because we wanted to like kind of allow people to search by occasion, personality, season, and other tags. It can be expanded, right? There are so many other different things that you can search by. But these are the main ones based on our research that we did maybe in 2015. We did a lot of research, and this is how we came up with this tags. So a lot of people right now use this tags to just look at spicy perfumes, for example, or aquatic perfumes. the feed changes automatically. Another important thing here is that this perfume catalog is based on the file that brand relationship team provides to developers. So this particular feed is based on the file, right? Because this is the most important page we have to control. We want to control this page, right? And when we have a new launch, for example, Sense of Wood, brand relationship team goes to the admin and they put this perfume at the top, because this page works like Google search. Whatever is at the top of the list has the most attention, right? Most add to queues. So we always want to promote perfumes that either ours or our partners have very high margin. They have to be at the top. But once they start filtering, the logic changes, and there is like a big logic how we show these perfumes. And actually, Alex Kaploon, he wanted to change this logic. Yeah, we have to get the document from him because he had some great ideas how we can update it. And then we have some different filters here on the side. Because we have a lot of perfumes that are super expensive, right? They are like $350 in retail. We just wanted to put them in one category so people can browse and see all these expensive perfumes, niche perfumes, and kind of understand that these are very expensive perfumes. And if you go to the product page, we also have like a retail value, $300 per bottle. So that's kind of pretty unique. Nobody, very little people would buy this perfume full size. It's very risky. And then we have bestsellers. We have top-rated perfumes, right? So these are all 5-star perfumes. We have new arrivals. We also have collections here. And we have niche perfumes. Niche perfumes are tagged by the brand relationships team when they add a new perfume on the website. In the admin, there is like a check mark. They tell, oh, this is a niche perfume. If they mark it as niche perfume, it goes here, shows here. And then you can filter by rating. One of the most popular filters is obviously filter by brand. If you want to just look at Dolce & Gabbana, you can look at Dolce & Gabbana, right? So you're going to see all Dolce & Gabbana perfumes. And you can also search by notes. In the past, because we're going to redesign this page soon, a lot of people tell us that they kind of don't see a filter by note because it's hidden. It's kind of at the bottom. So a lot of people, they don't even know that we have search by notes, right? And yeah, that's kind of it. I think this is the first step, first first screencast, first video. Yeah, do you guys have questions? We have 3 minutes left. Was it helpful? I think Carolina said that it was super helpful.
Very helpful. Maybe since we're looking at the desktop, but if as we go through these sessions, if there are things here in desktop that we don't have in mobile, it would be also good for us to know and why we don't have it.
Yeah, and I'll try to figure out how to connect my phone to Zoom and maybe have a presentation on my phone so I don't show it on my computer, but you kind of see the way it looks on the phone. And definitely there are differences. There are some big differences. So today we covered first session for a person who just subscribed. It's the most regular case. Most of our customers go through this flow, right? Just because we have 2 more minutes, we have other landing pages. So sandberg.com is not the only place where people land. We have different landing pages for people, different campaigns. And as you see, this one, for example, 30 off, it even has the old design. So you have you have unique opportunity to see our old design that we had for around a year. And then I think Anna P and Kate updated, and the one that I showed you is the new design. So here it's still the old one. And we have different landing pages, like for example, 30 off, 50 off. Very little traffic goes to these pages. Free trial. This one is the second popular, the second most popular page that people come to. Free trial, right? We give people a free trial, but we charge them $3, right? So we tell them that you're gonna get your first perfume for free, but you have to pay $3 for shipping and handling. This way we cut off people who are like freeloaders, like I just wanted something for free, that's it, I don't even want to pay. But given like having this guardrail, it helps us to cut off this kind of people. But still the traffic is really different, conversion rate is different, churn rate is very different. I think next time we're gonna like spend maybe 5-10 minutes talking about free trials and how they're different, because right now free trial traffic is around 20% of our overall sales. So it's a big part of our business. And we historically, we were always forgetting about these customers, right? But we can kind of make their experience better. But as you see, at least the landing page is different. It's the same as the first one that we saw, 30% off, 50% off. We haven't even updated the website.
One small use case, Sergey, too, and I'm sure not a lot of people use this, but you can actually get to the entire catalog from being a lead by going to the footer and hitting.
Yes, that's another case. We're gonna
aware that that can happen.
Yeah, we're gonna cover it next time because it's SEO, and SEO is a different game. And I'm gonna tell why we have it this way, because it can be super frustrating for a product manager or designer, and you guys have to know why it is how it is right now. That's it. All right, end of the session. We're gonna have more coming. Thank you, guys. Thank
Where
you.
will you drop the video, Sergey?
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna start the recording and share the video with you in the product chat.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thank you, colleagues. Bye.
Bye.